Hello, welcome to another video of the Complete Angular course. The focus of this video is to design and create the home page. We'll begin with this design. There's a nav bar at the top with two navigation items, some text in the middle, and a background image. If you have not already, download a resource file that I'll use in the project. The link is posted in the video description. To begin, have your app open on the browser. Go into the app component HTML page and remove all the generated code so we're left with an empty page. In the design, we have an image that fills the entire page. If you're using the files from this video, locate the folder and drag the image called home background into the assets folder. Open the terminal and run the ng generate component command to create the home page. Place it in a directory called pages. This will generate the component files in a directory called pages. Go into the app routing module and add a route to the route path. If you recall in the earlier videos, to create a route, add a JSON object inside a routes array, then provide two properties, path and component. For the path, leave it empty to represent the route. For the component, we want to use the home component. Do not forget to add the wildcard route as well. Use the double asterisk symbol to represent the wildcard route. If we take a look at the website on the browser, it will display the contents of the home component. If we go to a route that we have not defined yet, it will bring us back to the home page. Go to the home component HTML page and remove the default code. Add a div element and give it an ID called home page. Inside the home page div, add another div element and give it an ID called home page landing to represent the whole page content where our image will be placed in. Go to the home component CSS file and add the selectors for the two IDs that we've given the elements. For home page, we want the width and height to be 100% of the window. For the landing content, we want it to match the width and height of the home page, so we'll set them to 100% as well. Add the background image property and apply the home background image. Then set the background size to cover and the background position to center. This will stretch and place the background image in the center so it will be responsive when we resize the window. If we take a look at the design again, we have some contents in the center. To achieve this, we'll use a grid layout with two grids. For the grid on the left, there will be another div element inside so we can place our contents in the middle vertically. Go back to the home component CSS file. Turn the home page landing div into a grid layout. Use display grid. Then use grid template columns and grid template rows to define the dimensions of the grids. Go to the home component HTML page and add two div elements inside the landing div. The first one will represent the left grid and the second one will represent the right grid. Give the left grid an ID called landing left, and then add another div inside. Name it landing left content. Inside the content div, add a header, a paragraph, and a button element. For the button, I want to use the styles from Angular material. Go to the app module and add the Matte Button module to the project. With the Angular Material Button module, we can easily apply the styles for our buttons, such as these. Go back to the Home Component HTML page and apply the Matte Flat Button attribute to get the flat button styles. And then set the color to warm so we get the orange color. If we look at our website on the browser, it's not quite there. We have to change the size and position of the elements. Go to the Home Component CSS file and add the selectors for the landing left and the landing content. For landing left, use display flex, color white, justify content center, and align item center. Justify content center will align the items in the center horizontally, and align item center will align the items in the center vertically. The display flex property enables the two properties to do that. This will place our landing left content div in the middle. Then for just the landing left content selector, use text align right to align the contents to the right and set the padding to 1em, 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 and 3em. If we go back to the website on the browser, we're almost there. We just need to modify the font size of the text. For the header element, set the font size to 5em. For the paragraph element, set it to 3em. And for the button, set it to 2em. Also give the button a padding of 0.5em on all sides. Lastly, set the minimum height of the homepage landing div to 800 pixels. This way, our website will be responsive to all screen sizes. The next step is to create the navigation bar. How the navigation bar will work is that we have a fixed bar at the top of the web page. We'll have a grid layout with two grids. Inside each grid, we'll have a div element and the contents will be aligned to the left and right. Go to the app component HTML page. We want to place the navigation bar where the router outlet is because we want it to appear on all pages of the website. Add a div element and give it an ID called navbar. Add another div inside to represent the grid layout. Call it navbar content. Then add 2 more divs inside to represent the grids. Call the left one navbar left and the right one navbar right. Inside each grid, we will have 2 navigation items. Let's see how it looks in the browser. As best practice, you should always view your website often when building it so you can see what you need to do next. So far, we're on the right track. We have our bar and 2 items. Go to the app component CSS file and add the selectors for navbar, navbar content, navbar left and right. For navbar, we want it to be fixed at the top left corner. Have a width of the window and a height of 5em and a z-index of 10 so it will be above most of our elements. For navbar content, we want to turn it into a grid layout with 2 grids that match the height of the navbar. In navbar left and right, we want to set the display to flex so we can align the contents inside. Use align item center to align the contents in the middle vertically, and then set the height to match the grid. Lastly, set the padding on both ends to 2em, and set the box sizing to border box so it will calculate the paddings. Let's go back to the browser and see how it looks. It's close, but not quite. The login button is on the left side of the right grid. Add another selector for navbar right and use justify content flex n to align the items on the right. Then set the color of the text to white. Create a new CSS class for the navigation items. Call it navbar items. Set the font size to 1em and display to inline block, and the cursor to pointer. Go back to the app component HTML page and apply the navbar item class to the navigation items. For the title navigation in the left grid, I want it to be slightly larger than the login one, so I'll use an inline style to set the font size to 1.5em. That's all for this video. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. In the next video, we'll create the authenticator component. If you have questions, leave a comment. See you in the next video.